What is Fictionkin? Fictionkin in short is when a person identifies as a fictional character on a non-physical level. However, it can also include identifying as a species from a fictional series, universe. It is not the same thing as being a fictive. Fictives are alters in a system that are introjects from a fictional media or source. Fictionkins are simply people with an identity. Don't confuse the two. Types of ways Fictionkins might identify include spiritual, like me, believing that your soul or spirit is that character, such as the belief of past lives, or the concept that you are that character in another life, etc. Psychological, also like me, relating to the character's experiences or personality to the point where you feel like that in a way, you are that character. Can be because of trauma, personality, etc. Metaphorically, this one is a bit more difficult to explain. Pretty much you feel like on a metaphorical level that you are that character. There are more ways to identify than just those three, but those are the most common kinds. Now onto shifts. Shifts are basically when a Fictionkin acts more like their kin type. It's not really under their control, and just sort of happens. You might be familiar with this term if you are already involved in the theory and otherkin community. Any more questions, ask me in the comments. I love explaining my identity to other people and will try and do my best to respond in a way that makes sense. Goodbye for now, my bugs.
I hate your fucking face and that stoic stare. I think your KP's dumb and you've got no flair. I think it's pretty clear that I do not care. But I want to run my hands through your hips or head. I want you stride.
The name's Hussy, people call me the Huss. My first name is Andrew, but that's rarely discussed. I'm a rap for you, and if you're not impressed, it's okay because I'm whiter than dot scratch text.
Последний раз время пройдет, и ты забудешь все, что было с тобою.
I hate when systems say Fictionkins want to be systems so bad. Why would I want a disorder that people struggle with on the daily? I already have enough mental disorders to deal with, thank you. I do not want DID on top of that. I'm a psychological Fictionkin, and I put the definition of that on my layout so I don't have to keep explaining it. Why do you go by the name Jack then? Because I'm a trans man and I got my chosen name from Jack way before I realized that I'm a Fictionkin. So no, I'm not role-playing and I'm not pretending to have DID. This is identity exploration. It makes me understand myself more. Jack Skellington is like a symbolic mirror to me. Not the same person, obviously, but I see myself in him so much that he's part of my identity.
I'm so proud of myself, _ I did it. I cleaned my bed so I could sleep on it more comfortably. It didn't take long. I just had a lot of papers and art supplies on it. It's just, I've been procrastinating this for almost 2 months. I did it. I did something I've been needing to do. Next thing I need to do is clean off my headboard and then organize my art supplies. But I have this walk tomorrow for my school. I think it's a 3 to 4 mile walk. My school calls it a hope walk. Pretty much we walk for the drug-free week. 3. I don't mind it much. I mean, tomorrow is a half day, so I do have time to clean. But anyways, Bassy out. Love you guys.
Watch what happens when we try to turn a figure 8 into a circle.
I don't fucking care.
People need to stop treating Fictionkins as if they are plural, because they are two very different things, and yet they get treated the same sometimes. I've had interactions where people will notice that I'm acting slightly different due to a shift, and then question whether or not I remember the last conversation we had. Like, of course I do. That was still me. I'm the same person no matter what shift I'm in. And yes, there are many plural people who are also Fictionkins, but it seems to be the default setting for those who don't get kidding. I'm still the same person no matter what name I'm using, how I'm acting, or what pronouns I'm going by at the time. People will treat us as if we're plural and then get angry and accuse us of faking plurality. Make up your mind, brew. Anyway, a bad and out.
Now you can see the importance of time. It helps us make pizza, it keeps things in line.
But when did it start?
And when will it stop? Time is important, and I am a clock.
If we run out of time, then where does it go?
Is time even real? Does anyone know?
Maybe time's just a construct of human perception, an illusion created by...
Why are fictionkins so overhated? And this is coming from someone who's not a fictionkin. Not okay. I'm not a fictionkin, okay? Not. Like, yes, twin, tell me all your kins, I'm invested. It's always respect others' beliefs. Until it's fictionkins, people always hate on the most harmless things. Please focus that hatred to a real-world problem. Anyway, if there's any fictionkins watching this comment, your kins.
Update. I called CPS, and it worked. I'm not in that dumb household anymore. And if it didn't work, I ran away to a friend's house anyway, and now I'm just petting my Essa emotional support stuffed animal. Oh, I can talk about my Essa. He's a golden retriever. His name is Alexander, and his gear is gonna be green. I got him on October 19th, 2025 at 11 a.m. Question, do know, or have a Essa? Oh, you do. Amazing. Anyways, I'm just gonna talk normally now, cough.
Finally, I can finally speak. So, if you have an ESSA, I would love to hear their names. Whenever you wanna call them, I don't know, their names, their collector gear, anything. And also, one final question. Do you like Hamilton? Oh, you do? Great. Alright, I'm gonna end it now. Bye, my hackers.
Oh my fucking god, none of you know what fictionkin is. It's driving me insane. The impact that 2020 had on the fictionkin community is actually fucking ridiculous, and I need to talk about it because I'm tired of it. Kinning a character is not just, oh my god, they're literally me. That's not what kinning is. That's not what fictionkin is. Compare it to theoryentropy, because they are both under the other kin umbrella. Oh my god. Fictionkin, right, hear me out here, is an involuntary connection to a fictional character or species, which is why it also falls under the other kin umbrella. Much like how theoryentropy is an involuntary connection, be it spiritual, physical, whatever, to a species of animal. They're the same thing, especially when you compare how fictionkin was described in the 90s. A lot of people who are otherkin, who choose not to identify with the term of theoryentropy, their kin types are often things like dragons or elves. Originally, in the 90s, maybe even the fucking 80s, I don't know, because I don't know everything, but people went from identifying as elves to then identifying as hobbits. Hobbits aren't a known fantasy species, not originally, no. They're from the fucking books, which makes them what? Fictional! Fictionkin. That's where it started. It then continued, sorry, interruption. It then continued when Avatar released and people started to have these connections with the Na'vi. And then it started a whole discourse way back then of whether they would actually be Therians or whether they are otherkin. If your definition of kinning a character is, oh my god, they're literally me, you don't kin them. That is other-hearted. It is in the same vein as other-poor. Please, just compare fictionkin to theoryentropy and maybe then you will get it. And like, I know I sound really pissed off in this, and it's a little bit because I'm so tired of seeing this community, this very important part of the community, be completely brushed aside because of how TikTok has decided to define fictionkin. Because of 2020 and people being so terminally online that they then didn't actually look at the original definitions. They just saw, oh, this person identifies as this character, that's what I'm going to do because I really relate to them. That's not what it is. I'm seeing this especially among younger people who identify as fictionkin, where they don't entirely understand the definition of it. I'm 21. I am 21 years old and I have been fictionkin since I was 14. I have 7 years of experience in this community. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm just begging that people actually listen and do their research properly outside of just TikTok, because TikTok is a cesspool of misinformation about what fictionkin is. Basically, if you are kinning a character and you don't actually kin the character, you just relate to them. You might be other-hearted, that's fine. Just remember that fictionkin itself is involuntary.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd. What's your name, kid? Mine's Copper. I'm a hound dog.
drawing how I remember myself as a star eyes with less complicated colors. Little Z blush on my nose. Very nervous. Eyeliner. Shiny hair plus more hair. Scars from depression and stress. Lying in. More scars. Should I do this with my other kin types?
Hello, I'm back. Sorry for not posting, but I'm back and finally making my first actual rant video. Anyways, I got a new layout. Took me a while to make it, but I think it turned out great. But enough of that. I feel like ranting about... Actually, no. You rant this time. Tell me a B to your kin type. Or AB to your hyperfixations. Or special interests.
How do I ask someone out? Okay, let me backtrack a bit. I have feelings for this boy. He's weird in the best way. He's funny and overall a good person. But we are online friends. It's just, I really think I like him. He doesn't have to like me too. Hell, I don't even plan on telling him I like him in the first place. Brr, I have felt this way for a long time. Only problem is, he's gay. And yes, I'm a man, but I'm a trans man meaning I look like a girl. So I don't think he likes me back. He's trans too, but being gay means your attraction is to the male body. And, well, I don't have that. I never will pass either, so I don't know what to do. I'm scared of telling him and ruining what we have, but also, I like him a lot. Anyway, Solix out. Okay, small update on the crush thing. I know it hasn't been too long since I posted it, but I think I'm going wait until we get out 100th streak on TikTok. I know it's dumb, but I message first most of the time. So, what I'm planning on doing is asking, will you be my mate spirit? So, that gets our streak to 100. It's going to be so stupid, stressful, and depending on how it goes. Best or worst day of my life. It's just, UGHHHH, I genuinely do think I love him. But I'm conflicted with my feelings still. They are absolutely handsome as fuck too. I do want to wait a bit to make sure I'm absolutely sure though. Of course, I need to be smart about this. I'm a very clingy person too, so I'm scared if I start dating them, I might scare them off. But wish me luck. Solix out.
Hi chat, so I saw my mutual giving their opinion on this video and I wanted to jump on the bandwagon because I have some stuff to say about this topic. I'm also going to be giving my input on some of the comments this person left on their video as well. I'm going to let you watch the video first before I give my input. Also, please don't harass this person. I doubt any of you would, but just to be safe.
There's no genuine evidence alterhumans or fictionkins exist, and they negatively impact the DID community. Here's why. Fictionkins, someone who identifies with a fictional character or species, often believing they were that character in a past life or alternate universe. Already starting up with other worldly themes. Alternate universe or past lives are already spiritual or supernatural beliefs. Contrary to DID, there is no genuine evidence from any sort of neuroscientific research that proves fictionkins are real. The only evidence given is from religious and spiritual point of views. I've seen fictionkins say they have no memories from the POV of that character. If that was the case, how would you know you were them in past life? From just a feeling of connection you have? It doesn't make sense to me. They often use terms that people from the DID community use, such as source memories and apps like Simply Plural. Having spiritual beliefs is not equal to having a genuine medical disorder that stems from immense trauma. I'm not one to comment on someone's spiritual beliefs, I'm not God, but it seems disrespectful to the people who are genuinely medically diagnosed. Mental disorders that causes them to have the same memories and quite literally be a different person. They make the dissociative identity disorder community look like they don't have genuine mental disorders and makes it seem like victims just think they are spiritually that character. Fictionkins alter humans, respectfully DNI. Clementine out.
So right off the bat, just to be a smartass, your grammar is incorrect. In the context you're speaking in, it would be memories. I just wanted to point that out considering they also corrected my mutual's grammar. So, for my actual first point is that no, fictionkinity is not identifying with a character. That would be fiction-hearted. The basis of fictionkinity is identifying as a fictional substance, whether it be a character, species, object, or concept. And this identity can be the result of many different beliefs. The most popular and well-known being, of course, reincarnation in past lives. This is a spiritual belief, but it can also be the result of neurodivergency, and that's a psychological belief. And while, yes, there is no science or studies or anything of the sort backing the quote logical existence of fictionkinity or alter humanity as a whole, that's a given with any spiritual belief. I do agree that alter humans trying so hard to be plural and using the wrong terms is a wrong thing to do, but not all alter humans do this. And I would just like to point out that people in your own community are alter human. I have a friend who is a system, and he has multiple alter human identities. Hell, he's the one who introduced me to the term fictionkin in the first place. If you're watching this, you're awesome, just by the way. And frankly, I don't understand why some systems are so hung up on alter humans when people who actually fake the disorder and spread misinfo about it is much more harmful to the people who do have it. And while I don't understand the need to gatekeep terms like source and stuff, I'm not plural, so I don't have any experience with it, but I do know that a lot of systems don't mind it at all. But I respect any discomfort that comes from fictionkins using these shared terms. I understand if the connection and the feeling of just knowing you were a character doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense to the people who've experienced it, and in my book that's enough for it to make sense. But everybody's different, and I respect that. Now I'm gonna get into the comments this person left. Pause to read them. Starting off strong, alter humanity has nothing to do with IRLs. IRLs, delusional attachments, are a symptom of psychosis. IRLs genuinely believe they are said character physically rather than said character being a simple part of them, their identity, and an IRL cannot separate themselves from the character in question. The confusion stems from uneducated people slapping a label on themselves without fully understanding the implications of the identity or their experience. IRLs can incorrectly believe they are fictionkin and vice versa. Alter humanity, I believe, has been around for a lot longer than the 70s, and the date here is referring to fictionkinity in specific. I recommend doing proper research on the subject before giving your input, but correct me if I'm wrong. That's not the way you worded it. As I mentioned earlier, fictionkins identify as, and fiction-hearted identify with. More specifically, fiction-hearted have a deep connection and understanding of a character or such, without feeling as though they are said character in some way. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Do friends of fictionkins actually see them as their kins, like, actually calling them their name and using the correct pronouns? And I understand messing up or forgetting, but sometimes it gets to a point of just not trying. There are times where I won't actually mind being called my technical name, but I just wish they cared enough to actually try. It just makes me feel crazy having to correct them, and they don't actually correct themselves. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. That's really it. Wilbur out.
Hey guys, Fundy here. I don't exactly know what to rant about. I had all these ideas when I made the first post, but then I fell asleep and forgot literally all of them. I'm a little annoyed about it, but you shouldn't cry over spilled milk, or whatever they say. Anyways, you all should totally suggest things I should rant about because I'm fresh out of ideas. That's all I guess. Fundy out.
I'm a fic token.
Oh, okay, glad to know.
Hello, Pixie.
Oh, that's not.
Kid.
Oh, I picked.
So close, sweetie. You're a narrowflect.
You don't get it?
A narrowflect is another term for fictoflect. A fictoflect is a person who has a fictional muse for their identity, unless they branch the character to become their identity. Their identity is heavily based on the character themselves, or how they interpret the character. Mostly fictoflective people tend to muse characters they idolize.
The full name for this term is, from what I know, fiction-reflected identity, or SEMT.
Nari out. Hello? First post on this account, so I'm gonna make a short intro, even though I might not post on this account much. So, I'm a fictionkin, and my pronouns are it. It's they, them, as if it doesn't already say that on the screen. This is just a ran account IG, you can call me Kit Kat. Main fandoms I'm in. Homestuck, Dream Game, Frozen Soul, Forsaken, Madoka Magica, plus more. Some characters I kin are Nepeta, Moylan, Blue Dude, Sprout, Skag, and Prototype. Well, that's all, I guess. Bye-bye. I'll probably post a better intro later.
Genuine question. What do people that aren't in fandoms do? Like what's on their feed? What do their thoughts consist of if not their comfort characters? I swear being in a fandom is the only thing I've ever known all my life. Like what do you mean you're not constantly thinking about your silly little ships? What do you mean you're not looking for fan art? These concepts are so absurd to me. I feel like I'd die if I didn't have my silly little animation memes of my favorite little guys. Anyway, Ria signing out.
Hi. I don't know what to do on here, but I made this account anyway. Also, do you like my layout? Answer. Okay. Bye.
Hi guys, I got a lot of people asking me what a fictionkin is, based on my last few videos. So I'm gonna do my best to explain it. A fictionkin is an alternate human term referring to someone who identifies or sees themselves as a fictional character. This is an involuntary identity. Fictionkins experience things called shifts, where they are involuntarily start acting like their character, feeling like they have the character's features and things like that. I'm also gonna go over some terms and answer some frequently asked questions about fictionkins. What is a kin type? A kin type is the character that you identify as. Can I have more than one kin type? Yes. You can have more than one kin type and even have multiple kin types from the same media. How do I know I'm a fictionkin? One of the most common ways people find out they're fictionkins is seeing a character and immediately thinking, that's me, and have a feeling like a sense of nostalgia or memories of that character. Or they may discover their kinship later on, similar to me. Do you choose to be a fictionkin, or can you choose your kin type? No, you cannot choose your kin type and identify as a fictionkin, but there are terms for people who do. For example, coping links who choose to kin a certain character as a way to cope. But there are many other terms I won't go over right now. Do you have to have shifts to be a fictionkin? No. Everyone's experience is different depending on the person, and they may not experience shifts, but that doesn't make them any less of a fictionkin. What is a double? A double is someone who has the same kin type as someone else. Not everyone is comfortable with interacting with doubles because it gives them dysphoria. And that's okay. We should always respect people's boundaries and not take it personally. I am fine with doubles though. Can fictionkins have memories? Yes. Some fictionkins have memories from their character's life or world. Some other things that I need to mention. A lot of fictionkins also experience dysphoria, where they are uncomfortable with the fact they are not actually their kin type, or miss their friends and family from the character's media. Not all fictionkins experience dysphoria, and that's okay. Remember, everyone's experience is different. Also, you don't only have to kin fictional characters. You can kin fictional species, objects, etc., as long as it's fictional. If the term fictionkin doesn't quite fit you, there are lots of other terms I would look into. For example, fiction-hearted, cupping link. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Feel free to ask me any questions. Jack's out.
Guess who's back?
What the fuck?
Back again.
Really?
Shady's back.
This guy.
Tell a friend.
You gonna sing the whole song?
Guess who's back?
Reboot as soon as I am able. Every other day I'm wondering, what's a human being gotta be like? What's a way to just become?
Ready? Space D R I space M D C space S O